Hello people of the internet and welcome back to Brain on Break Unhinged. I'm your host Jimmy Chill, and as usual I went on the internet and dug up the best, wildest stories, tifus, FMLs, and confessions for us to kind of read out loud, have fun, and disconnect from the outside world and our inner thoughts for just a little bit. And a side note, most of these stories today are kind of food related, which kind of plays into the fact that I am a chef in my profession, for those of you who didn't know. So that's a fun fact for you. Anyways, let's get right into it. Alright, our first story is a tifu, and it says, today I fucked up by eating 161 eggs in 13 days. Okay, this is gonna be dumb, but let's hear it out. I ate 12 to 13 eggs a day and ended up spiraling into severe depression and started having some pretty dark suicidal thoughts, like constantly thinking about cutting my neck and wrists off. Nothing brought me joy. I was so exhausted physically and mentally and emotionally. All I wanted to do was stay in bed. I'm sure it was because I had way too much acetylcholine. Eggs are naturally rich in choline, which the body converts into ACH. I remember feeling the exact same messed up way when I took supplements that increase ACH. How did I not see this coming? Because, sometimes you do things and you don't think about it. Anyways, high ACH dampens dopamine and serotonin, leaving you feeling numb, apathetic, and consumed by dark thoughts. It also overstimulates the nervous system, causing you to burn out, feel anxious, and just utterly exhausted. I felt every bit of that. In case you're wondering, I ate so many eggs simply because I love them. I know it was a stupid decision, but love makes you blind, you know? Yolk high is real shit. I get this urge to put an egg on everything. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But to eat 12 eggs a day is just crazy. I'll stick with 3 eggs a day max from now on. But first, I need to detox. First few days are gonna be rough. There will be cravings, withdrawal. Seriously. Withdrawal from eggs, maybe dreams about runny yolks, which is cute. Gotta stay strong. No omelets, no sunny side ups, not even a whiff of scrambled. I'm going cold turkey. Wish me luck. This is I don't know how to react. I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's kind of like it got real too quickly. And also, apart from the fact that you learn something new every day, right, listeners? We learned that you cannot eat 12 eggs. You can't actually overdose on eggs. So let's not do that. All right, we got a Tifu here. And it says, Tifu by emailing a restaurant about their kids menu. And now I'm too scared to go back. Okay? This sounds like a couple people I know could do this. This morning, I was bored and passed by a restaurant chain that I eat at a lot while on the bus. I like to draw the kids... oh my god, okay. I like to draw on the kids' menu while waiting for food. I would sketch things like the people eating or the decorations around me. Recently, they changed the kids' menu. Now there is barely any white space to draw on. It annoyed me a little bit, but I brushed it off since I am 16 and cannot eat off of the kids' menu anyway. Okay. For some reason, I thought it would be funny to just email them about it. I wasn't expecting a response or anything. My email was polite. I explained my thoughts, but I was mostly joking because who cares about something like this? Apparently, they do. Now, they are leaving me voicemails and calling me, and the manager of the local restaurant I listed in the email, it forced me to list a restaurant in the email, called me and left voicemail. That is where I started panicking because I go there a lot and they will recognize me as the one always drawing and asking for a menu to draw on. I feel so embarrassed. On top of that, I feel horrible for wasting their time. I'm sure they have more important things to deal with than some random 16-year-old complaining about a kid's menu. Now I'm too scared to go back there because I feel like they are going to recognize me and it's kind of ruined my favorite restaurant for me. It's not ruined. Just go back. Like, I mean, who cares about that stuff anyway? You said it yourself, you know what I mean? So just giving you free advice. It's free of charge. I'm not charging for this. So take it, embrace it, have fun. But apart from that, that's a stupidly funny story. It would have been 10 times funnier if whoever wrote this is like 30-something-year-old, right? Because like a 16-year-old, like, I can see it. It's like, it's believable. It would be a lot more shocking if it was like a 40-year-old going to a restaurant and, you know, asking about their kids' menu and shit. right, our next one says Tifu by getting my boyfriend high for over 30 hours. Okay, I can kind of see where this is headed, but I'm not sure. I'm betting that they baked some brownies and, the boyfriend ate them by accident. Let's see. Friday night, my boyfriend came over to watch movies and hang out. At around 11:30, I asked if he wanted to eat a gummy with me. Okay, that took a little. All right. Okay. He's pretty straight edge and has never smoked or indulged in recreational drugs in his life, so I figured cutting it in half would be good for him. The gummies were 8 milligrams. I figured this should be fine. It won't be fine because 8 milligrams is a lot. Fast forward over an hour and I'm feeling it kick slightly. He's feeling nothing at all. I have a higher tolerance than him, obviously, and I figured I had a bigger half than he did. I thought it was weird, but again, I was slightly blitzed already, so it felt smart to both eat the other halves. Oh my god. So we both ingest 8 milligrams. Another hour passes and I notice him behaving odd, but he doesn't seem to notice it. And then, right as I'm about to get up for our food, it all hits him at the same time. I'll spare you the hilarious antics of extremely high people, one of which being a newbie to this, and just say that I thought that what we had was regular edibles, yet it was THCP, which is about 30 times stronger. I had accidentally given a newbie a nuke that had just went off. He was literally speedrunning the euphoric feeling, which made him panic, then manic. At one point, he was floating through water, quote unquote, and the next, he was having trouble remaining in his own body and keeping his vision from blurring. Suffice to say, we were so fucked up, high as a kite, and full of energy. With gummies, it usually lasts about 8 to 10 hours. On THCP, I was high for 24 plus hours and he was still feeling it well into the 33-hour mark. That's insane. That's like, I don't even know. We slept most of the day. We were up until 9 a.m. Saturday when we finally passed out. We woke up at 3 p.m., couldn't get out of bed until 5:30. Then back to bed at midnight. I was lucid enough to order food at some point, but he was still in sort of a dreamscape. And depersonalization. That's insane. He completely closed off and shut down, not talking or moving much, which scared me the most since he usually talks a lot. It's actually, authors. Which is actually, it's something that actually happens with people who speak. So I speak a lot. I have a podcast, right? I speak a lot. And when I do the Mary Janes, I shut up. So if you want me to shut up, just give me the Mary Janes, The night was spent impaired and awkward. And while I started to come down, he was still loopy. I apologized about 1,000 times for being a bad accountability buddy. And not paying enough attention to what I purchase. I thought our relationship was over since I'd broken his trust. Aww. Turns out he doesn't blame me and he isn't upset with me, just knowing that he didn't have control for himself. I feel like I messed up since he no longer wants to indulge after this experience. I mean, it takes one bad experience to, to kind of have people turn off. I understand that stance, and honestly, I'm going to cut back on it as well, since being high for 24 hours gets annoying as fuck after a while. I'm sure our relationship is fine since we talked it through, and we communicated how we felt about the whole ordeal. I still feel a little bit bad and guilty because I gave him his first ever high and it turned out to be a bad one. Never say never. Also, first comment says, never ever say I'm not feeling anything to an edible. They'll get you every time. I cannot confirm or deny. Alright, our next one is a confession that says, I lied about having a food allergy and now it's gone too far. Okay, let's see what this one's about. I don't even know why I did it. Years ago, at work, I told everyone I was allergic to mushrooms because I didn't want to eat a dish that had them. It wasn't a big deal at first, just an easy way to avoid them without getting side-eyed. But somehow, over the years, the lie stuck. Now, my coworkers, friends, and even family go out of their way to avoid mushrooms for me. My boss once had an entire catered meal changed because she thought I would have an anaphylactic shock. My partner checks restaurant menus in advance. Oh my god, even the partner doesn't know? Okay, my partner checks restaurant menus in advance to make sure I have safe options. My own mother has started warning guests at family dinners about my allergy, quote unquote. It's become such a deep part of my identity that I am terrified of being found out. I can't just suddenly not be allergic anymore. Every time I think about coming clean, I imagine the disappointment, the eye rolls, the inevitable "so, you've been just lying this whole time?" And the worst part, I actually like mushrooms now. I eat them. This is so stupid. This is so fucking stupid. I eat them in secret when I'm alone. Excuse the voice break. That was ridiculous. This is ridiculous. It's like I'm having an affair with fungus. I know I should just tell the truth, but how do you admit to a lie that's grown this out of control? I have so many things to say to this person. First of all, as somebody who works in the restaurant industry and the catering industry and the food business, don't lie about your allergies. You have no idea. It really makes everybody's life that much harder to accommodate somebody with allergies. And I would happily do it if the person is really allergic, because I don't want to kill anybody, right? But if you're lying about it and you're putting people, including your family and your partner, which is unfathomable that he doesn't know the truth, through all of this hard work just to accommodate something that you don't really have, it's a real bitch move. Just fucking own it, right? Like, you know? So I'm going to go into the comments here. So if you, as a listener to this podcast, have faked an allergy or have a fake allergy or something like that, this is a solution, okay? Allergies, including food allergies, can sometimes be grown out of scientifically. This has proof too. You are one of these lucky people. You should get tested for allergies, quote unquote, including mushrooms, at an out-of-town allergy specialist who can declare your mushroom allergy more like a very mild intolerance now. Gradually work up to eating and enjoying mushrooms, marveling at the wonder of it all. If you manage to act your way and fake your way into an allergy, you can probably fake your way out of it. That's all I'm saying. So if you're don't be a dick. This is so stupid. Today I fucked up by taking my girlfriend on an expensive date for her birthday, and she broke up with me on our way back. My now ex-girlfriend and I have been dating for a few months. Okay, it was going great. Her birthday was yesterday, a few days before she told me that she wanted to go to this expensive restaurant that she had always wanted to. I love her and wanted to make her birthday so special. We got to the restaurant and had a pretty good time, despite the fact that she ordered some of the most expensive items on the menu. I just enjoyed the fact that she seemed to be enjoying herself, which is like the sweetest thing ever. She was taking lots of pictures of the food, the flowers I got her, and everything. She told me that it was the best birthday she has ever had, and that none of her ex-boyfriends, oh my god, she's one of the comparing people. This made me feel pretty good, because I was anxious about doing everything right. This guy is so sweet. Like, I just want to give him a hug right now. On our way back, she thanked me and told me that I am a really good guy and she had a great time today, but she doesn't think that this relationship will work and wants to break up. I am shooketh at this. At first, I thought she was just playing around until I realized she was serious. This is bullshit. Sorry, this is funny, but it's bullshit at the same time. I asked her why, and she stated that she's just not attracted to me. She tried, but it's just not there, and she doesn't want to string me along. Oh god, as it would be unfair to the both of us, right? So anyway, we had an awkward ride back while the driver tried making cheerful conversation. Oh my god, there was a third person witnessing this. This is horrifying. Edit. I decided to text her and ask if she could please reimburse me for her part of the meal, as it's only fair, and she blocked me after reading them. I can't believe this. I am infuriated at this right now. For fuck's sake, let's check out the comments. How convenient that she had this epiphany right after ordering all the expensive items on that goddamn menu. That's so true. An expensive meal wasted sucks, but people like that could take you up for everything. Honestly, like these kind of people, they don't deserve good stuff, and karma's a bitch. All right, we have another restaurant encounter, and this one is: am I the asshole for leaving my own birthday dinner because my girlfriend turned it into a proposal for herself? No. Okay, this is gonna be so good. This is gonna be great. I'm a 28-year-old male. I had my birthday dinner last weekend, and my girlfriend, Sarah, he fucking named her. I love this dude. 27, female, offered to plan it. I was excited because I usually keep things low key, but she said she wanted to make it special. She booked a nice restaurant and invited close friends and family. Oh no, they weren't alone. Everything was going great until it was time for dessert. The waiter brought a cake, but instead of my name, it said, "Will you marry me, Sarah?" This bitch plotted and executed everything herself. Okay, I was completely blindsided. Sarah got all teary-eyed, turned to me and said, "Well, this is the best surprise ever, right?" Everyone around us started clapping and her friends were filming. I just sat there, stunned. She took my silence as hesitation and started going on about how she knew I wasn't big on the grand gestures, but she couldn't wait anymore. So she took matters into her own hands. I'm kind of confused, but let's keep going. At this moment, I stood up and said, "This is my birthday. If I wanted a proposal, you should have talked to me about it first." Then I grabbed my stuff and, good for you! Seriously, good for this guy. Sarah was mortified and her friends blew up my phone, calling me an asshole for embarrassing her and ruining the night. She even said I humiliated her when she was trying just to do something romantic. Now, my family is split. Some say I should have just gone along with it, while others think she crossed a major boundary. So am I the asshole for leaving my own birthday dinner because my girlfriend hijacked it for a proposal? Bro, this is such a mindfuck because, like, she proposed to you. Sorry, she proposed to herself on your behalf and expected what to happen exactly? That's like psychopathic behavior. It's like I feel like that last story that we just read, like the one before this, if they had stayed together after, you know, the restaurant thing and she hadn't broken up with him to reveal her actual self, it would have ended up like this, you know? Because this is like an extra, like, higher level. That's crazy to me, but I guess. All right, our last one for the day says, "A bitch with an attitude." It's a confession. It's a short one. I have finally, after thousands of encounters, came to realize that I am the problem. Okay. I'm such a bitch to everyone. It's unintentional. I'm just so easily triggered. Thought it was a hormonal thing, but it happens even outside of my period. Just filled with attitude, filled with clapbacks, and it's no surprise I don't have friends. Thinking of going back to therapy. I just want to be enthusiastic and positive. Girl, and filled with joy and excitement. I want to not feel guilty or ashamed of smiling or laughing. I want to be cheerful, and I mean it. I don't want to fake happiness. This is such a, oh my god, this is a very sweet note to end on. And, you know, admitting is halfway to the solution. I know it's not a funny story, but it's a nice little heartwarming thingy. But, you know, I just want to invite everyone that's listening to this podcast real quick, you know, on a quick little side note, to always try to be aware of your doings and how you interact with people, especially new people around you, because that really shows off how you paint yourself to new people. You know what I mean? All right, everybody, that's a wrap up for today's episode of Brain on Break. We had some fucking wild stories, let me tell you. I did not expect for this to be this wild, but Pretty funny. I had a good time. I hope you had a good time, dear listeners. If you like what you're listening to, please make sure to follow the podcast on your platform of choice, whatever platform you're listening to. We're also available on 7 other platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. So whatever's more comfortable to you, go ahead and hit it. We have social media. Our links are all down below. Go check them out. And until next time,